You watching this video, you've been struggling with your fitness because fitness feels annoying. So too much thinking, too much efforts, and before you know it, your brain actually starts associating going to the gym as a chore instead of something that actually improves your life. So that's the reason why you find yourself starting and stopping and starting over and prolonging your fitness journey. It's gonna be crazy and ironic when I tell you you don't need motivation, you don't even need more discipline. No, what you simply need is a few points I'm going to cover in this video. And I promise you, the gym will feel easy as heck and you're going to get your dream physique. You already know! No time wasted, let's go! Sub to the channel, follow on every social media platform. I promise you, game is about to be dropped! Yes! This is an absolute game changer. Lower the friction. You're probably trying to get perfect every single time. So I know you want the gains and you want to look sexy, you want to look aesthetic very fast. So you sat down, you've probably thought, what is the perfect gym? What is the perfect timing? But honestly, burn all of that. You need simple. You need simple meals. You need simple plan. You need your gym very close to your house. The reason why I say this is because less thinking and more executing. The moment I changed the gym from something that needed to be perfect to just something I could just easily repeat, my life and my body started changing. I till this day feel like fitness doesn't have to be a second time job. And that really is what you guys see fitness as. So you guys are going through life, you're dating, you're going through business, you come back and you're like, oh, I still have to go to the gym. I still have to do this. No, it's not meant to be like that. I believe that the best fitness plan isn't the optimum one. Yes, you heard me right. The best fitness plan is the one you can easily repeat when life gets heavy. Most people don't even need a better plan. They just need a plan they can actually stick to. Shorter workouts win. Stop wasting time overdoing in the gym. Gone are the days personally that I spend 2 hours in the gym. I'm not even lying to you. This physique you're seeing right here, there is no 2 hours anymore. If I'm going to be honest, most people actually even waste their time in the gym. So I'm talking like their sessions involves them scrolling, they're talking, they're resting so long, and before you know it, you have a distracted 2 hours. I would always say a 45 minutes focused beats a 2-hour distracted workout. Yesterday was a very good example of this because I had every reason to skip the gym. But by the time I realized that all I just need to do is just go to the gym and just focus for 45 minutes, I'm going to be outside. It just reduced the friction because longer workouts always feel mentally exhausting. I need to budget another 2 hours of my day. That in itself is just a very mentally draining process. When I started realizing that shorter quality sessions is what actually wins in life, that was the game changer that made going to the gym easy as heck. This point is going to sound very, very diabolic. Make it impossible to miss. Take out every single excuse. So I'm going to tell you what helped me. So there was a time period where I had uni, I had medical rotations, I had a work, I had a side business. I also had to hit the gym within that time frame. And what really helped me out was my gym clothes was always in my bag. My shorts, I rarely take out those shorts because sometimes I might be on a jogger, so it makes it quite easy for me to go to the gym. But my shorts is always in my bag. And this was an absolute game changer. Hacking my motivation was another thing. So every single time that I'm tired, I learned that you can combine discipline and motivation and create momentum. How do you do that? You need to exercise discipline, which is going to the gym consistently. I would listen to motivational podcasts that would just get me fired up while I'm going to the gym to override the thoughts of you don't need to go to the gym. The next thing that also really helped was the same training time. Conditioning my brain in such a way that I would always see 6 to 8 p.m. as the time I'm supposed to be in the gym. For instance, on the days where I would overwork, I would always know that 11 or 10 to 11 p.m. I need to be in the gym. Now, a pre-workout snack is also something that I recommend. While you're going to the gym, you might be feeling very exhausted. I almost always have a banana in my bag. Even when I'm even just going outside randomly. This has also given me energy to fill my workouts because after a long day, sometimes you just need a little bit of fuel to be able to just show up at the gym. Every single one of these things it kills the small friction that is negative for you. Because the moment that you realize that you have to think way less, those extra decisions that you realize that you don't need to make, it literally conserves your energy. Because let's say you had a long day from work, you then have to make the decision of, I need to go to the gym. You even thinking and contemplating with yourself is going to make you not go to the gym. And that's another reason why morning workouts usually win. Because by the time people wake up in the morning, they have the most amount of energy and they just go to the gym and they just get it done. I literally had a client who was so consistent and he told me that I need to change my physique. And what we did was, during his break times, we would allow him easily go to the gym. Even he broke his sessions into 2 parts. He would go during his break time and he would also go immediately when he gets back home. So like you can also always make it work. So make it so impossible that it becomes hard to miss. I need you to stop restarting. Bad days don't matter. If you had a bad meal, it doesn't matter. If you missed a workout, it still doesn't matter. Is it that maybe you went out with friends and you realized that during the weekends you ate like crap? It still doesn't matter. Something I love saying is, don't miss twice. Let's say you had a bad meal. Don't miss twice. Let's say you even missed twice. Don't keep on making it a habit where you keep on missing. So all I'm trying to tell you is this mindset of stop restarting is going to save you so much stress, time, and energy. Because I know honestly that every single time maybe life gets in the way and you had that bad meal from just overeating and emotionally just trying to console yourself, and you just tell yourself, oh, I've already fallen off the diets, I don't need to go back, I don't need to work out anymore. No, relax and take it easy on yourself. I need you to really understand that consistency isn't perfection. Consistency is returning back quickly. Like, let's say you missed a meal, go back and return quickly. So every single time you start doing this, you realize you're going to stop restarting every Monday. And that's really what I want you to be. I want you to be consistent. I'm still giving game. Create your environment. Your willpower is overrated. I'm going to be honest. The people who are most consistent are the people who use less willpower. You heard me right. The people who are most consistent are those who create their environments. And if you think about this, if junk food is everywhere in your apartment, you will eat. So me personally, I had to realize that I had to make a rule. No junk in my apartment. Like, even if I'm craving things, I would have to go downstairs consciously to buy whatever I'm craving. So that simple thing already started allowing me cut down my calories. If the gym is 45 minutes away, I can assure you, you will not go. Like, the gym has to be probably like walking distance, or better still, have a gym maybe even in your complex or something. Keep the protein snacks. I realize that there are certain foods that I do not bring to my apartment. Foods like, I do not buy sugar, I do not buy honey. I could easily overeat some of all those foods. However, what I always realized was I always have protein meals. I always have fruits. I always have protein snacks. Start meal prepping. I'm not really a big fan of meal prepping, if I'm going to be honest. But what I realized is I would cook like for 3 days. And what I typically would just have is just whole foods, maybe fruits. It makes sticking to the diet very easy. Now, sleep very well. Like, your sleep is a non-negotiable. I keep on saying this. Like, at one point, I used to suffer with bad sleep. But the moment I just started improving my sleep, everything would improve. Your mood improves. Your productivity improves. And every single one of these things that I spoke about, the keeping protein snacks, eliminating junk food, trying to meal prep, all of these things, they reduce the resistance. And success, honestly, is inevitable for someone who has their environment support them. And if you're a guy who you want your fitness to fit your lifestyle, you want systems, you want results, you want to actually build a physique that you've always really dreamed of, I'm going to tell you that you should book a call with the link. And if you're a good fit, I would love to hear from you. And with that said, that's the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to keep on working on your purpose, putting God first, grinding for your loved ones. Let me know what other topics you'd like me to cover on the channel. Peace out.